Oh my god, oh my god. Thank you, Morgana. Thank you, Morgana, so much. Thank you. After we infiltrated a palace, you're finally gonna let me do something for once. Well, you know what? Since you're finally letting me do this, I'm gonna grab you a snack as well, okay, buddy? I love you so much, man, okay? I'm gonna see if I can find some sushi. And then, we can play the new Final Fantasy remake. How about that? Or, you have to watch me play because you can't since you don't have thumbs. But let me get you something. Oh, one more thing. Never, and I mean never, stop being adorable, because that face of yours, I never want it to go away. I love you so much, man. Let me get you your sushi. Alright, well I couldn't find any sushi, so how about we just split this leftover pizza?
Oh, sweet, Joker. Hey, you think Lady On could come by too? Joker, you okay, buddy? You act like you've never seen me before.
Morgana?
Yeah, buddy. You're looking cool, by the way.
What? 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 The fuck? Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis Me once again. Welcome back to another video game review. 2 weeks, guys. I've been playing this game for literally 2 weeks straight, non-stop. I spent 130 hours on this game total, at least. Probably even more. But I finally get to talk about one of my most anticipated games of 2020, technically 2019. It came out in Japan in 2019. Didn't get a Western release until 2020, this year, about, like I said, 2 weeks ago. But I played this game ever since it came out, and that is Persona 5 Royale. And I made sure to take notes, just in case I forget something. So you're going to probably see me hold a piece of paper a little bit, but you know what, it's worth it. But Persona 5 Royale is the upgrade version of one of my favorite JRPGs of all time, Persona 5. And I love that game. I think I fell in love with that game a little too much because I bought so much merchandise. I probably spent like $200 on Morgana plushies, maybe $300, I don't know. But I love this game. I love the original game. I think it's an amazing game, and I regret not putting it on my best games of 2017 list because I didn't play the game at the time. Also, yeah, I got a Morgana sweater as well. It probably cost me $50, but I'm taking care of it as much as possible. But anyways, if you don't know the story to the original game, this is basically the same game just with new content, but with a lot more stuff, okay? The original game and this game is about how a guy named Joker is, well, technically his name's Ren Akira. There's kind of a war going on between the name of the main protagonist, but in this game, of course, you play as him, who is transferred to another location after being accused of assaulting a man when he was actually trying to save a woman, but nobody knew that. And from there, you know, you're trying to be a good guy at school because you're on probation, and you make relationships with people along the way, not just with girls, but guys as well. Unfortunately, there's no gay romance option, just in case. But you get this app on your phone, and it takes you to this place called the Metaverse, and from there you become an allied group called the Phantom Thieves, and from there you have to stop the hearts of the evil bad guys, adults, roaming around in Japan, basically. And with this game, there's new characters as well, okay? You got Kasumi, Dr. Maruki, and Jose, who you meet in Mementos, who can help you on your journey when you're in Mementos. And Mementos is much upgraded in here than it was in the original. I mean, Mementos is basically the same thing in the original game, but this one is a lot more different. There's new music, there's new areas, the level design is a lot more fluent, it looks a lot better now, and you can get these stamps that can help you with skills on your way when you can upgrade like your experience points, your money, the amount of money you get, your items and stuff. It was just a lot of fun exploring Mementos. Now, when this game was coming out, I was really excited, but at the same time I was a little nervous. I didn't want there to be any mess-ups to this. Like, there was going to be some changes, and that had me a little nervous because, you know, I mean, I know it's the same game, but, you know, I didn't want them to take out, you know, some of the big important stuff out and just add, like, a bunch of plot holes. Guys, if any of you haven't played the original Persona 5 and want to play the original Persona 5, it's about $20. It's $60 nowadays because Persona 5 Royale. Persona 5 Royale is $60 while the original is $20. Guys, if you have that extra $40, it's totally worth it. Guys, Persona 5 Royale is a massive upgrade in every single way. It is an absolute masterpiece and might possibly be one of the best games I've ever played. And I can already consider the original game that. I freaking loved this game. Like, I loved this game so much than I already did. It adds so much new stuff that not only improves upon the original game, but adds so much more. I love the new characters here. And plus, this game made me love Goro Akechi more. Because Goro Akechi has surprisingly a more bigger part in this than he did in the original game. And not to mention, let me talk about those other characters. The new girl Kasumi, hot damn, she is amazing in this. I loved her character. She has such a tragic backstory that I felt bad for her, and as you get to know her a lot more, her character is just absolutely amazing. She starts off with 5 confidence ranks, but, you know, as you progress, you know, you get... It's still totally worth, you know, all the time you get to spend with her. Also, Dr. Maruki as well, okay? He has a big part in this game as well. I was wondering, too, because... You know, because he's another one of the big parts in this game, one of the big changes, because he wasn't in the original game. There's a reason for that, okay? And here's the thing. If you want to see the third part, basically the new chapter in the game, then you have to max out your confidence ranks with Goro Akechi, Kasumi, and Dr. Maruki. Because if you don't, you're just going to get the original ending. You want to know how I knew that? When I got the original ending. I mean, yeah, I spent so many hours, and I did not know that I had to maximize my rank with all 3 of those characters just so I could get the new ending. But, you know, I had to go all the way back. I had to skip through all the stuff that I saw before just so I could get to the 3rd semester, and it was totally worth it, though. In the end, I still felt like I got so much out of it. Also, while exploring mementos, you know, it's a great time to farm in there. A lot better than it was in the original game, okay? Now... let me talk about the Thieves' Den, okay? The Thieves' Den is like this new extra that you can go to. You can, like, decorate stuff, you know, you can change it to different characters like Morgana and Ryuji and all the other Phantom Thieves you can meet up with. You can decorate with photos that you get, and you can also, you know, buy the soundtrack, the songs there that you can put in there. It was just so much fun doing. I had a lot of fun with the Thieves' Den. You can play cards with other characters as well. Oh, speaking of other characters, speaking of characters as well, there are parts where, you know, 2 characters will meet up so they can form these things called showtimes. And showtimes are basically, you know, like moves you can do when an enemy is almost down. I had so much fun doing so. Like, there's one with Haru and Makoto, Ryuji and Makoto. My favorite one has to be with Yusuke and Ryuji. That one just fit in so well with both of their characters. It was absolutely hilarious to see. I got super excited when their move came up. Like, it was just absolutely outstanding. I had a lot of fun watching it. Also, the new grappling hook feature. You can use that to go, like, to certain areas that aren't really well seen. Well, not really. I mean, it's a big feature that... you know, enhances the experience. Like, the bosses, like, their forms are a little bit different than the bosses in the... I mean, they're the same bosses, just with new features to them, and I had a lot of fun with the bosses. And, of course, you know, there's a new palace towards the end, and, wow, that new palace, it was totally worth the wait. I mean, it is long, but it's that good type of long. Like, it was a palace I had so much fun exploring. And it's probably my new favorite palace in the entire game. And I'm not going to spoil anything here, but, yeah, there's kind of a reason why they added that. Like, there's so many reasons why they added all this, okay? And one thing I was kind of nervous about, mainly one of the biggest things, was Human Morgana. Which isn't really a spoiler because we all knew this was happening. Human Morgana. I was kind of worried because I didn't want him to be in the game permanently. I didn't want Morgana to be a cat and then turn human in the end. Like, that had me a little nervous. I mean, I don't want this little guy to go away. He's too freaking cute. But does he? Well, you know what? I'm not going to spoil anything from here, but, you know, there is a new true ending if you manage to do all this. I think I love the new true ending more than I did with the original. I mean, it was just so worth my time playing this game. And the fact this came out around the time where all this virus stuff was going on, I think it came out at just the right time and managed to do it, you know, at the most perfect time, and I managed to buy it as soon as it came out, and of course, you know, I pre-ordered it, but, you know, I've just spent so many times with this game. Like, so much, okay? I mean, I had nothing better to do. Also in palaces, you get these little things called will seeds that you can give. If you get all 3 of them in each of the palaces, Jose will give you like a new like a new item you can get. Kind of like, I don't know, but I just had so much fun getting all these will seeds, okay? New music, too. There's some new tracks, too. Like, Last Surprise is upgraded with this new theme. I forgot what it was called, but I think the new theme is actually better than Last Surprise. In fact, there were so many songs that, you know, just fit the game so well that I just loved every second of it. And the final boss in the original isn't the final boss anymore. There's a new final boss, and I had a lot more fun with the new final boss than the old final boss, which isn't really the new final boss anymore. But you know, what more can I say? I had a lot of fun with it. Oh yeah, new questions too. The questions are a lot more different than they were in the original game, and if you don't know what to do and don't want to get a wrong answer, just look online and see what the questions are, so you can get the answers. Yeah, if you just didn't do that, then I think you're lying to me. But what else can you do? There's new areas to explore, like there's an aquarium, there's this new shrine that you can go to, you can play darts, and I had so much fun playing darts too. Like, the controls for them were absolutely precise, and I surprisingly had a really fun time with darts. And that was something that I was a little nervous too, like, do you have to use motion controls? But you know, the dart mechanic was a lot of fun here, and they help with your baton passes, upgrade when you're playing with characters with baton passes and stuff. And that's another thing too. Baton passes are upgraded here, and you don't have to wait for a certain confidant to rank up with other characters just so you can do a baton pass with them. You can do a baton pass with any character anytime at no specific rank whatsoever, and every time you do a baton pass, your health will come back, your SP will come back when you do a baton pass with them, what else? I know there's something else that you could do too, I just can't put my finger on it. I knew I should have put it on the paper. But yeah, they do make you stronger, just so you know. Like, I didn't really do much baton passing in the original game. Like, I don't really know why. But I suppose while I'm trying to think about that, the twins too. You can do more stuff with the twins too. Like, you can take them to certain areas that they never heard of. Like, those were just absolutely funny to see. Like, that's more on the comedic route. Like, what is this place? Like, oh, what is this? Is this some type of, what is this squishy thing? You say this is called a burger, right? Oh, what? It's like they've never been to Earth. Like, they've just grown up in the Velvet Room. Or, they're not really grown up, but I just had a lot of fun chaperoning them. It was just so much fun to see. Also, characters have new personas when you rank up them as well. Like, Morgana will have Diego, and stuff like that. There's new cutscenes, when you get to the 3rd semester, that is, and I'm not going to spoil anything here, because I want to avoid as many spoilers as possible. I mean, there is a new bad ending to the game, and I did not want to get the bad ending, so I will not spoil it for you. But I have seen it online, and let's just say I think I would have preferred the bad ending to the original game. I really would have. But hey, those endings are completely optional. Also, you know what's also really funny? There are some Easter eggs too. When you're in Mementos, when you're driving the Morgana bus... Okay, so when you're in the Morgana bus, you can rub the little pad right here as if you were petting Morgana, and you can make him purr like if you were, like, rubbing, like, you know, his wheel or something. It was just so much fun to see, and it was absolutely adorable. I had so much fun doing that for some reason. Probably like a stress reliever. Good boy. Good, Morgana. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Who's a good cat bus? Who's a good cat bus? Okay, that was kind of embarrassing to see, but whatever. And I don't really know what there is else to say, because if I go on, I might just get into spoiler territory, and I really don't. You know, with all these new changes and all this new stuff added into already an amazing game, I just can't help but, you know, feel like my worries were all for nothing, because, you know, it's the same game, but with like 30 hours of new content, and I think it is totally worth the price. They don't do anything to mess it up. They don't do anything to add like these plot holes that make no sense. They already took a great story and expanded it and making it even better than before. And I already consider Persona 5 having one of the greatest stories in video game history. And with all these new like features and stuff, better mechanics, you know, new music and stuff. It's a new game that is an old game too, but they upgrade in every single way. Like, the new intro to the game is probably better than this game managed to bring so many new changes and make them better than some of the stuff that there was in the original game. Like, Morgana doesn't tell you to sleep as much anymore. I mean, sure, when you do a palace, you can't, like, even after you do a palace, you know, you still can't go out at night, but you can still do stuff inside Shibuya, or not Shibuya, Cafe LeBlanc. Like, you can still read a book, you can still play a game, and stuff like that. There are also new areas you can do, like you can go to this temple to relieve some of your stress and stuff, you can go to a jazz club. This game just adds so much stuff that I mean, I was hyped for this game. Like, it took 11 months for this game to come out, like, and I can say it was totally worth it. I don't know what else to say, guys. Like, this game, it was what I needed. Like, I needed this game, like, for all this stuff that was going on. Sure, I'm basically seeing the same stuff, but, you know, I got the Final Fantasy remake recently, the Final Fantasy VII remake, and I did not want to play that until I have finished this game, and I finally managed to finish this game, and I was super satisfied. I was practically applauding the true new ending, and it was so much fun. Seeing all these new characters, all this new stuff, and it was totally worth having to go back just to fix that one mistake I did, just so I could see the third semester. Overall, guys, Persona 5 Royale is worth every single penny. It just fulfilled me in every single way, okay? With new characters, new music, a new palace, new enemies, new personas that you can strengthen up. This is everything I wanted to see in this game. It took my worries away, and there's going to be another Persona game called Persona 5 Scramble, which I cannot wait for as well, and that's going to be a sequel / spin-off to this game. Hopefully that game will be pretty good as well. I don't expect it to be as good as this game though, but still, if you never played Persona 5, just don't get the old version, get the new version. It's worth every single penny. I'm going to give Persona 5 Royale unexpectedly a 5 out of 5. Just like I did with the original game, okay? And while I don't consider the original game absolutely perfect, I mean, I do see some of the flaws, like the Haru Palace and stuff like that, but, you know, perfection just means, you know, I gave it a perfect score, but, you know, I feel like both of the games deserve a perfect score. But if I do play the game again, I'm gonna play this game again, because, hot damn, you know, this is a game that I think I want 100% on everything with. And I got more trophies in this game than I did with the original. I got like 44 trophies at the end. I ended up with 87% of trophies. Well, 44% of trophies for the original game, 87% for this game. But, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so, yeah. I'm going to go playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake now. But, yeah. Guys, if you have a PS4, play this game. It still remains on my highest spot on my favorite PS4 exclusives of all time. Anyways, and if I do get the Phantom Thieves edition, just like I got the Take Your Heart edition, then I will get it. And maybe I will do an unboxing for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.